Washington, more than 400 American millionaires and billionaires are sending a letter to Congress this week urging Republican lawmakers not to cut their taxes. The wealthy Americans, which include doctors, lawyers, entrepreneurs and CEOs, say the GOP is making a mistake by reducing taxes on the richest families at a time when the nation's debt is high and inequality is back at the worst level since the 1920s. The letter calls on Congress not to pass any tax bill that adds to the debt and that further exacerbates inequality. Instead of cutting taxes of the wealthy, the letter tells Congress to raise taxes on rich people like them. It is being released publicly this week, as Republicans debate legislation that would add $1.5 trillion to the debt to pay for widespread tax cuts for businesses and individuals. The letter was put together by Responsible Wealth, a group that advocates for progressive causes. Signers include Ben & Jerry's ice cream founders Ben Cohen and Jerry Greenfield, fashion designer Eileen Fisher, billionaire hedge fund manager George Soros and philanthropist Stephen Rockefeller, as well as many individuals and couples who aren't household names but have at least $1 million in assets. "I think a tax cut is absurd," said Robert Bob Crandall, a former American Airlines CEO who now lives in Florida and added his name to the letter. "Republicans are saying we can't afford to spend money, but we can afford to give rich people a huge tax break. This makes no sense," Crandall said. Cutting taxes on businesses and individuals is the centerpiece of MAGA Mix, President Donald Trump's plan to spur more growth and jobs in the country. The House and Senate have unveiled tax plans this month that they hope to pass and get on the president's desk by Christmas. While the House and Senate bill have substantial differences, both bills cut taxes, on average, for many millionaires and billionaires. The Senate bill even cuts the top tax rate couples earning over $1 million, and individuals earning over $500,000, pay from 39.6% to 38.5%. The White House and congressional Republicans argue that everything in the bill is geared toward pumping more investment into the U.S. economy. They say the money that corporations and the rich save on their taxes would likely be used to start new companies or build new factories. "I don't believe that we've set out to create a tax cut for the wealthy. If someone's getting a tax cut, I am not upset that they are getting a tax cut," Gary Cohn, the head of Trump's National Economic Council, said in an interview with CNBC last week. "Everything in our tax system is meant to encourage investment." But signers of the Responsible Wealth letter disagree, arguing that corporations are already at record profit levels and wealthy people don't need more money. They would rather see the government use the funds to invest in education, research and roads that benefit everyone and to ensure safety net programs like Medicaid aren't cut. "I have a big income. If my income gets bigger, I am not going to invest more. I'll just save more," said Crandall, who is retired.